If you feel like your space is a little too small for the amount of life you're trying to fit into it, don't worry, you are not alone. Sometimes it is not about the size of your space, but just making your space work better for you. Today I'm sharing 15 more small space organizing hacks, plus just some tips, tricks, general helpful hints for you, just to make the most out of your space. We're gonna focus on the pantry, the laundry room, and the dining room. Let's get to it. First up, your pantry. And number one, decant only your problem items. Don't try to decant everything. It's not necessary, and sometimes it can add more bulk to an already small area. So I would say only do your problem foods. These could be your flour, your sugar, your cereals, things that are super messy, crumbly, that sort of thing. Number two, add shelf risers for canned goods. Listen, if you don't want to buy a single thing, totally support that. You can simply stack your cans, but this makes a world of difference because then you can see everything. What a novel idea. Number three, use lazy Susans in corners or deep shelves. Shelves that are not as easy to get to. The corners are sometimes awkward. If you've seen some of my other videos, I love a lazy Susan. Love a lazy Susan. A lazy Susan is also super helpful for those little items that fall through the cracks, kind of get lost in the pantry, tip over easy. It's a good way to contain them, corral them, have them all in one place. Love it for like oils and vinegars, condiments, those sorts of things. Number four, love this idea. Create a backstock bin to avoid further overbuying. I see this all the time. We're all shopping at Costco, Sam's Club, BOGO items at Publix, BOGO items at Walmart, wherever you do your shopping, just insert that. We love a deal and we love being prepared, a lot of us, okay? But sometimes we're too prepared. We buy too much, we don't realize what we have, it goes to waste. This backstock bin is such a beautiful idea. It's your backstock of just whatever surplus you have. You check that before you go to the store. You may panic thinking you're out of something, you check it, yay, or you check it before you go to the store so you know what you truly, truly need. It's gonna save you money. It's gonna save you less waste on things. If you, especially for a small pantry, if you put everything out at once, things get lost, things get hidden, especially if you're dealing with kids, you know, maybe they don't always keep it organized. This bin is such a great idea. Five, you may already know what I'm gonna say, but if your doors open to your pantry, if you have not accordion doors, but just regular doors, if you have doors on your pantry at all, use the back space for things. You could put spices, the packets, you know, taco seasoning packets. You could put your Ziploc bags, your tinfoil, those sorts of things. If you already have storage places for all those things that I listed, you could make it a snack door. These are where the snacks are. Whatever you want, but don't forget that space. Number six, another thing that reduces overbuying because you can see everything. If you are gonna use bins in your pantry, use clear ones. And you can see everything without moving anything. The only caveat to this would be if your pantry is completely open, no door, no curtain, anything. I personally don't like a clear bin in that situation because visually it looks like a lot. So you could go with a basket, you could go with solid color bins and just label them in this situation. Or sometimes you're still able to like see over the top of them. So that's my only side note in that. Onto your laundry room. Number seven, use the top of your washer and or dryer for a folding station if you don't have one. If you feel like you're really lacking that, missing that, you could put a tray, you can put a folding mat down and it creates this space that you may not already have, and it's very helpful. And then you also keep your clothing contained to the laundry room versus scattered throughout your home if that is a problem for you. Number eight, let's talk about your laundry hampers. People are gonna go up in arms about this one, okay? I have a lot of clients who do not sort anything before they wash it. I do things differently in my house. Why? I guess it's just because that's what I thought we were supposed to do. But they swear by buying those color catching sheets. You put them in the washing machine, I believe. And if anything was gonna, if a dark was gonna bleed onto a light, it would catch it. You wouldn't have to worry about mixing colors, anything fading into one another. They wash it all on the same cycle. This, especially if you have a small space and you don't have space for a bunch of different hampers with different color clothing, sorted, all of that, it's a really good way to save space. Number 9, a wall mounted drying zone. Absolutely love this. You can buy ones that fold down, put your clothes here to hang them, put it back up when you're not using it. It's a brilliant space saver for those things that you don't want to put in the dryer, or maybe you don't have a dryer. Number 10, store your laundry products in a slim rolling cart. Even in some of the smaller laundry rooms that I've seen, a lot of times there is space for like a slim rolling cart between a washer and dryer. This has just all your products on it, your detergent, your whatever you use in there. If you do not have space for that, corral them all together in a bin, and you're not looking everywhere for them, and so that they're contained and easy to access. Which kind of brings me into my next point of you already know, go vertical. Use that vertical space above your washer and dryer. If you can put cabinets, great. Then maybe, sometimes they're high up. So again, still using that bin to have all your things in there to take down, if that's where you want to place your, detergent and such, is easy. Then you have it all right there. It just maximizes your space. You can use it, like in ours, I use it for vases. I use it for all my cleaning products go in there. It's just a great space. This way too, you're not crowding the floor. In the smaller laundry nooks, rooms, listen, a lot of times it's just a nook. You open it up and it's just the washer and dryer, and that's that. You can again use the backs of those doors. There's a little freebie that works just in any space. But you don't want to try to have stuff on the floor. You don't have the space for it. So if you can put things vertically, it's going to be the space that you need to use for sure. On to your dining room. Number 12, if your dining room table kind of doubles as a drop zone, have different bins for different things. That way it's easy to clear off. You know whose stuff is whose. Say you use one tray or bin for mail, one is for the kids' stuff, one is for the animals. I don't know, you name it. I still love having a designated drop zone, but I get it. We have our habits, and I am all for leaning into how you already habitually do things so that you're not creating tension with yourself. Let's just tidy up those systems so that we can still use our dining room table. It's still practical, but we're not fighting against ourselves either. So just putting trays, then you can easily take them off. They're still contain all of that, or some kind of bin. And also, these probably should be emptied or dealt with on a daily, weekly. You give the right time frame so that it doesn't just end up in chaos. We don't want to set it and forget it. Number 13, use hidden storage. Whether it's a buffet, a sideboard, a bench with hidden storage underneath your table. Here's a bunch of different ideas. Any kind of hidden storage. This goes back to the first video. If you missed it, here it is. I talk about multifunctional, multi-purpose furniture. Everywhere, if you have a small space, everywhere in this small space, we want to be maximizing what we're buying, what we're spending our money on, and maximizing the space that we have. It's got to be 2, 3 in 1, right? So your table that also, you can store paper goods under it, you can store candles under it, you can store extra plates and silverware, whatever the case is for you. Our old house, we had a bench, we had a corner bench, and you lifted it up. That's where I had my vases. That's where I had my outdoor serving stuff, outdoor dining ware. What am I saying? outdoor plates, you know. It was already there when we moved in, but I was so thankful for it. And I definitely, if you have that type of space, this is kind of rolling into another helpful hint, but if you need to really maximize a corner space, using a bench and having built-ins is a really good way to maximize it. Number 14, this isn't so much organizing, but just a general tip, trick, hack. A mirror in any space, but we're just talking about dining room right now, will instantly make it look larger. It makes the space feel more open, more airy, more free, and again, just bigger, which is great. Number 15, the end of the day reset rule. You want to make sure that dining room table is cleared off. If you have those baskets and bins, you're using it for your drop zone, gotta be cleared off. It makes a world of difference. Clear the plates off of it from meals, give it a little wipe down. We're not talking a deep clean, we're just talking tidying up. But a lot of times we start our morning at our dining room table and we end our day there. So you don't want to wake up to a mess that you created last night if you can help it. And I'm talking 5 minutes. Like we're not taking a lot of time. And that's a tip for all over your house too. If you the more just quick resets, quick tidying you can do throughout your house will help to eliminate larger chaos and big clutter that then becomes a headache, becomes overwhelming, becomes harder to do and takes longer to do. Okay, I hope these small space ideas gives you realistic inspiration for your home. If you have a specific area that you either want more information about, a little bit more help with, or if there's an area that I haven't covered that is just a real big headache in your house, please let me know. You know I'm here to be a resource. If you haven't already, please subscribe and I'll talk to you guys soon.